Ladies and gentlemen, imagine standing on the precipice of self-doubt, where the whispers of inadequacy loom large, and suddenly a voice within you rises proclaiming, "You are enough." In a world that constantly pushes us to strive for more, it's time to embrace the power of self-acceptance and recognize that our worth is not defined by our achievements, but by our very existence. Join me on this transformative journey, where we'll uncover the secrets to acting like you are enough and unleash the incredible potential that lies within you. Imagine waking up each day and knowing that, without a shadow of a doubt, you are enough just as you are. That sense of certainty can be powerful, can it? Yet so many of us spend our lives striving, doubting, or feeling as though we fall short of some unseen standard. Today I want to share why acting like you are enough is not only possible but also life-changing. Why should you stay until the very end of this talk? Because every minute you spend here could unlock a new level of self-acceptance and inner strength. We often forget how much power we have over our own self-worth, allowing it to be determined by outside forces. But when you reclaim this power, when you start acting like you're enough, life itself changes. Suddenly, you're no longer chasing validation or struggling to meet every expectation. Instead, you're living with confidence, purpose, and true contentment. At the core of acting like you are enough lies the profound and transformative concept of self-worth. Self-worth refers to the intrinsic value that we assign to ourselves, independent of external achievements or the opinions of others. It is crucial to understand that self-worth is not synonymous with self-esteem, which often fluctuates based on accomplishments or external validation. Instead, self-worth is a steadfast belief in one's inherent value as a human being. But it is vital to embrace this self-worth because it forms the foundation of a healthy self-identity and impacts every aspect of our lives. Many individuals struggle with recognizing their self-worth, often rooted in societal pressures and unrealistic standards. From a young age, we are bombarded with messages about what it means to be successful, attractive, or intelligent. These messages can create a distorted view of our worth, leading us to believe that our value is contingent upon meeting these expectations. We may find ourselves measuring our self-worth against the accomplishments of others or comparing ourselves to idealized versions of success portrayed in the media. This comparison traps us in a cycle of inadequacy, as there will always be someone who appears to be doing better or achieving more. Therefore, breaking free from this comparison mindset is essential for cultivating a genuine sense of self-worth. Recognizing that self-worth is inherent and not dependent on external validation is a critical first step. It involves a shift in perspective that allows you to appreciate your uniqueness, strengths, and contributions without needing constant approval from others. Each person brings something valuable to the table, and understanding that your worth is not diminished by someone else's achievements is empowering. This recognition can be liberating, as it allows you to focus on personal growth rather than competing with others. To embrace your self-worth, start by reflecting on your positive qualities and accomplishments. Make a list of your strengths, skills, and the things you love about yourself. These can range from personality traits, such as kindness and resilience, to tangible achievements, like successfully completing a project or overcoming challenges. By acknowledging these attributes, you reinforce the understanding that you have inherent value. This practice encourages self-acceptance and nurtures a more positive self-image. Another essential aspect of embracing self-worth is self-compassion. Instead of being overly critical of yourself, learn to treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially in times of failure or struggle. Self-compassion means recognizing that everyone makes mistakes and faces challenges, and these experiences do not diminish your worth as an individual. By practicing self-compassion, you create a nurturing inner dialogue that fosters resilience and self-acceptance. In addition to self-reflection and self-compassion, surrounding yourself with supportive and uplifting people is crucial for nurturing your self-worth. The company you keep greatly influences how you perceive yourself. Being around individuals who appreciate you for who you are, who encourage your growth, and who celebrate your achievements can help reinforce your sense of value. Conversely, distancing yourself from negative influences, those who criticize or belittle, you can create a healthier environment conducive to embracing self-worth. It is essential to challenge negative self-talk and replace it with affirming statements. Negative self-talk can undermine self-worth and create feelings of inadequacy. When you catch yourself engaging in critical self-talk, pause and reframe those thoughts into more constructive ones. For example, if you think, "I'm not good enough," challenge that thought by asking yourself for evidence. You might respond with, "I have achieved many things and have a lot to offer." By consistently replacing negative thoughts with positive affirmations, you cultivate a stronger sense of self-worth. Engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment can also enhance your sense of self-worth. Whether it's pursuing a hobby, volunteering, or engaging in creative expression, investing time in what you love reinforces your value and reminds you of the unique contributions you can make. When you engage in activities that resonate with your passions and interests, you experience a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction that reinforces your self-worth. Setting personal boundaries is a vital aspect of embracing self-worth. When you value yourself, you become more attuned to your needs and limits. Establishing boundaries allows you to protect your well-being and ensures that you prioritize yourself in relationships and commitments. Learning to say no when necessary and advocating for your needs reinforces the belief that you are deserving of respect and care. In the journey toward embracing self-worth, it is essential to remember that this is a continuous process. It requires patience and commitment, as ingrained beliefs and societal pressures may linger. However, by consistently practicing self-acceptance, self-compassion, and positive affirmations, you will gradually cultivate a deep-rooted understanding of your value. Embracing self-worth is a transformative journey that leads to greater confidence, resilience, and fulfillment. It allows you to navigate life's challenges with a sense of purpose and authenticity, knowing that you are inherently enough. This foundational belief serves as a guiding light, empowering you to act confidently and authentically in every aspect of your life. By recognizing and embracing your self-worth, you unlock the potential to create a life filled with meaning, joy, and genuine connections. Self-doubt can be a significant barrier to embracing our self-worth and living authentically. This nagging voice, often referred to as the inner critic, can lead us to second-guess our decisions, undermine our abilities, and create an overwhelming sense of inadequacy. It's crucial to recognize that self-doubt is a common human experience, but it doesn't have to dictate our lives. Instead, we can implement various techniques to silence this inner critic and foster a more empowering internal dialogue. To begin, understanding the origins of self-doubt can be incredibly illuminating. Many times, these feelings are rooted in past experiences, such as criticism from authority figures, negative feedback from peers, or even societal pressures that suggest we're never good enough. This history shapes our beliefs about ourselves, leading to a cycle of self-doubt that can be hard to break. By acknowledging these influences, we can start to disentangle our worth from external judgments and learn to cultivate a more supportive inner voice. One effective technique for silencing self-doubt is reframing negative thoughts. This cognitive restructuring involves identifying self-critical statements and actively challenging them. For instance, if your inner critic tells you, "You'll never succeed at this," reframe that thought to something more constructive, like, "I have faced challenges before, and I have the skills to navigate this one too." This reframing process encourages a more positive perspective and helps build a sense of agency in overcoming obstacles. Over time, this practice can significantly reduce the power of self-doubt, making it easier to approach challenges with confidence. Journaling is another powerful tool for confronting and silencing self-doubt. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help clarify the sources of your self-criticism and provide a safe space to process those emotions. Start by noting instances when you feel self-doubt creeping in. Analyze the specific triggers and the thoughts associated with those moments. Then, counter these negative thoughts with evidence of your strengths and past successes. This reflective practice not only brings awareness to your inner critic, but also reinforces your self-worth by highlighting your accomplishments and capabilities. In addition to reframing and journaling, mindfulness practices can play a significant role in quieting self-doubt. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. By cultivating mindfulness, you can create a mental space that allows you to recognize self-doubt when it arises without being overwhelmed by it. Techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, or simply taking a moment to pause and ground yourself can help center your thoughts and reduce anxiety. This practice encourages self-compassion, allowing you to acknowledge self-doubt as a fleeting thought rather than an absolute truth. Another strategy to combat self-doubt is surrounding yourself with positive influences. The people we choose to engage with can significantly affect our self-perception. Seek out relationships that uplift you, where you feel valued and supported. Positive reinforcement from friends, family, or mentors can help counterbalance the negativity of self-doubt. When you share your goals or concerns with trusted individuals, their encouragement can serve as a reminder of your abilities and potential, helping to diminish feelings of inadequacy. Setting achievable goals is also crucial in overcoming self-doubt. When we set lofty or unrealistic expectations, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and doubt our capabilities. Instead, break your goals into smaller, manageable tasks that you can realistically accomplish. Celebrate each milestone along the way, no matter how small. This practice reinforces a sense of achievement and fosters a more positive self. When you consistently meet these smaller goals, it builds momentum and confidence, further diminishing the grip of self-doubt. Engaging in self-affirmation exercises is another effective method to silence the inner critic. This involves repeating positive statements about yourself and your abilities, reinforcing your self-worth. For instance, create a list of affirmations that resonate with you, such as "I am capable, I deserve success," or "I am enough." Recite these affirmations daily, especially during moments of self-doubt. Over time, these positive affirmations can help reshape your mindset, making it easier to counter negative self-talk with a more empowering internal dialogue. Another key aspect of silencing self-doubt is learning to embrace failure as part of the journey. Often our fear of failure amplifies self-doubt, leading us to avoid taking risks or pursuing our goals. However, reframing failure as a learning opportunity can significantly reduce its intimidating power. Reflect on past failures and identify the lessons they taught you. Recognizing that everyone encounters setbacks allows you to approach challenges with resilience and a growth mindset. Embracing failure as a natural part of life helps to diminish the fear associated with it and allows you to move forward with greater confidence. Consider seeking professional help if self-doubt becomes overwhelming or debilitating. Therapy or counseling can provide valuable tools and support in navigating self-doubt and its underlying causes. A mental health professional can guide you through cognitive behavioral strategies and help you develop coping mechanisms tailored to your specific needs. This support can be instrumental in silencing the inner critic and fostering a more positive self-perception. Silencing self-doubt is a vital component of acting like you are enough. By employing techniques such as reframing negative thoughts, journaling, practicing mindfulness, surrounding yourself with positive influences, setting achievable goals, engaging in self-affirmations, embracing failure, and seeking professional help when necessary, you can begin to quiet the inner critic that undermines your confidence. This process takes time and effort, but with persistence, you can create a more supportive and empowering inner dialogue that allows you to fully embrace your self-worth. Cultivating a growth mindset is a transformative approach that can significantly influence how we perceive ourselves and our abilities. A growth mindset, a term popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that our talents, intelligence, and abilities can be developed through hard work, dedication, and resilience. In contrast to a fixed mindset, which views abilities as static and unchangeable, a growth mindset embraces the idea that challenges are opportunities for growth and learning. By adopting this mindset, individuals can overcome self-doubt, enhance their self-worth, and realize their potential. At the heart of a growth mindset is the understanding that failure is not a reflection of our worth, but rather a valuable part of the learning process. When faced with setbacks or challenges, individuals with a growth mindset view these experiences as opportunities to learn and grow. Instead of being discouraged by failure, they analyze what went wrong, seek feedback, and adjust their strategies accordingly. This resilience fosters a sense of empowerment, allowing individuals to approach future challenges with greater confidence. By reframing failure as a necessary stepping stone towards success, we can reduce the fear that often accompanies new endeavors. Embracing a growth mindset requires a shift in how we perceive our abilities and potential. It is crucial to recognize that intelligence and talent are not fixed traits, but qualities that can be nurtured and developed. This perspective encourages continuous learning and improvement, prompting individuals to seek out new experiences, acquire new skills, and expand their knowledge. For example, someone with a growth mindset might pursue further education or training, take on new challenges at work, or engage in hobbies that push them outside their comfort zone. This proactive approach not only enhances personal and professional development, but also reinforces the belief that they are capable of achieving more than they initially thought. One effective strategy for cultivating a growth mindset is to embrace the power of yet when confronted with a challenge or skill that seems insurmountable. Adding the word yet can change the narrative entirely. For instance, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," try reframing it to, "I can't do this yet." This simple addition opens up the possibility of growth and improvement, instilling a sense of hope and motivation. It shifts the focus from limitations to possibilities, encouraging a more optimistic outlook on personal capabilities. Surrounding oneself with a community that values growth and learning can greatly influence the cultivation of a growth mindset. Engaging with people who encourage and support each other in their pursuits fosters an environment conducive to personal development. Whether through workshops, support groups, or mentorship programs, these interactions provide opportunities to share experiences, exchange ideas, and celebrate progress. This communal aspect of growth encourages individuals to step outside their comfort zones, take risks, and learn from one another's journeys. Another essential aspect of cultivating a growth mindset is the importance of self-reflection. Regularly assessing our experiences, thoughts, and emotions allows us to gain insight into our patterns of thinking and behavior. Self-reflection can help identify areas where self-doubt may be creeping in, enabling us to challenge those thoughts and replace them with a more growth-oriented perspective. Journaling is a powerful tool for self-reflection, providing a safe space to articulate feelings, analyze experiences, and track progress over time. By documenting our growth journey, we can celebrate our achievements and recognize the effort invested in overcoming challenges. Incorporating feedback into our growth process is another critical element of a growth mindset. Feedback, whether from peers, mentors, or supervisors, provides valuable insights that can help us identify strengths and areas for improvement. Instead of viewing feedback as criticism, individuals with a growth mindset see it as an opportunity for growth. They actively seek out constructive feedback, engage in discussions, and use the information gathered to refine their skills and strategies. This openness to feedback fosters a culture of continuous improvement and reinforces the idea that growth is a collaborative process. Practicing resilience is essential for maintaining a growth mindset. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward despite challenges. Developing resilience involves building coping mechanisms, managing stress, and maintaining a positive outlook. Techniques such as mindfulness, meditation, and physical exercise can help enhance resilience, equipping individuals with the tools needed to navigate adversity. By cultivating resilience, we create a strong foundation for embracing challenges and viewing them as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. Engaging in a diverse range of activities also promotes a growth mindset. Trying new things, whether in personal or professional settings, exposes us to different perspectives and challenges our existing beliefs. Embracing a variety of experiences fosters adaptability and encourages us to step outside our comfort zones. This exploration can lead to the discovery of new passions and talents, reinforcing the belief that we are capable of continuous growth and development. Practicing gratitude plays a significant role in nurturing a growth mindset. By focusing on what we are grateful for, we shift our attention away from negativity and self-doubt. Gratitude encourages us to appreciate our progress, recognize our strengths, and acknowledge the support we receive from others. This positive mindset fosters resilience and reinforces our belief in our ability to grow and adapt. Cultivating a growth mindset is a powerful way to overcome self-doubt and embrace our self-worth. By reframing failure, embracing the power of yet, surrounding ourselves with supportive communities, engaging in self-reflection, welcoming feedback, practicing resilience, exploring new experiences, and cultivating gratitude, we can foster an internal environment that values growth and adaptability. This mindset not only enhances our personal and professional development, but also empowers us to live authentically and confidently, fully recognizing that we are enough just as we are while also having they. Setting boundaries is a vital skill in maintaining our mental and emotional well-being. In today's fast-paced world, the demands on our time and energy can become overwhelming, leading to burnout, stress, and diminished self-worth. By establishing clear boundaries, we can create a protective barrier that safeguards our time, energy, and emotional resources. This process not only enhances our ability to act like we are enough, but also empowers us to live authentically and prioritize our well-being. The first step in setting effective boundaries is to understand what boundaries are and why they are essential. Boundaries can be physical, emotional, or time-related and serve as guidelines that define how we interact with others and ourselves. They help us communicate our needs and limits, allowing us to maintain healthy relationships and protect our well-being. Without boundaries, we may find ourselves overcommitting, feeling resentful, or becoming overwhelmed by the expectations of others. Recognizing that boundaries are not selfish but rather necessary for self-care is crucial in this process. One key aspect of setting boundaries is learning to say no. Many individuals struggle with the concept of saying no, fearing that it may disappoint others or lead to conflict. However, it is essential to realize that saying no is an act of self-respect and a way to prioritize our own needs. When we say yes to every request or obligation, we risk overextending ourselves and neglecting our well-being. Practicing assertiveness in communication can help in expressing our needs clearly and respectfully. When faced with a request that doesn't align with our priorities or availability, we can respond with phrases like, "I appreciate the offer, but I can't take that on right now," or "I need to focus on my current commitments." This practice not only reinforces our boundaries, but also empowers us to take control of our time and energy. Identifying our limits is another essential step in establishing boundaries. It requires self-awareness and reflection to determine what we can realistically handle without compromising our well-being. This process involves assessing our physical, emotional, and mental limits and recognizing when we feel overwhelmed or stretched too thin. For instance, if we find ourselves constantly drained after social engagements, it may be a sign that we need to limit our commitments or carve out time for solitude. Taking the time to evaluate our limits enables us to make informed decisions about what we can and cannot take on, allowing us to prioritize our well-being. Needs and prioritizes our well-being. This could involve setting aside time for relaxation, pursuing hobbies, engaging in physical activity, or spending time with loved ones. By taking the time to care for ourselves, we signal to our minds that we are worthy of love and attention. Regular self-care practices help reinforce the idea that we are deserving of kindness, fostering a compassionate attitude toward ourselves. Journaling can be a helpful tool for cultivating self-compassion. Writing about our thoughts, feelings, and experiences can provide valuable insight into our patterns of thinking and behavior. When we reflect on our experiences, we can identify moments of self-criticism and explore how we can respond more compassionately. Journaling allows us to process our emotions and articulate our feelings, creating an opportunity for self-discovery and growth. It can be especially beneficial to write letters to ourselves during challenging times, offering words of encouragement, understanding, and support. This practice not only reinforces self-compassion, but also serves as a reminder of our resilience. Surrounding ourselves with supportive individuals can also enhance our ability to practice self-compassion. Engaging with people who encourage and uplift us fosters an environment where we can thrive. These connections remind us of our worth and validate our experiences, reinforcing the belief that we are deserving of kindness. In contrast, distancing ourselves from toxic relationships that perpetuate negativity and self-doubt is crucial for cultivating a compassionate mindset. Building a supportive network creates a safe space where we can express ourselves openly and practice self-compassion without fear of judgment. Mindfulness meditation can further enhance our ability to practice self-compassion. This practice encourages us to cultivate awareness of our thoughts and feelings while fostering a sense of acceptance. Mindfulness meditation techniques such as loving kindness meditation involve repeating phrases of kindness and compassion towards ourselves and others. This practice can help us develop a greater sense of empathy and compassion, both for ourselves and for those around us. By integrating mindfulness into our daily routines, we can create a more compassionate mindset and foster emotional resilience. Setting realistic expectations for ourselves is essential in practicing self-compassion. Many individuals struggle with perfectionism, which can lead to self-criticism and feelings of inadequacy. Recognizing that nobody is perfect and that mistakes are a natural part of life allows us to release the pressure we place on ourselves. By embracing a mindset that values progress over perfection, we can alleviate self-imposed stress and cultivate a more compassionate relationship with ourselves. This shift in perspective allows us to celebrate our achievements, no matter how small, reinforcing the idea that we are enough just as we are. Practicing self-compassion is a powerful way to embrace our imperfections and foster a positive self-image. By incorporating self-kindness, recognizing our common humanity, and cultivating mindfulness, we can create a nurturing relationship with ourselves. This practice empowers us to challenge self-critical thoughts, engage in self-care, and surround ourselves with supportive individuals. Ultimately, self-compassion enables us to recognize our worth, embrace our uniqueness, and act with kindness toward ourselves, reinforcing the belief that we are enough. Celebrating achievements is an essential practice that fosters self-acceptance and nurtures our sense of self-worth. In a world often focused on constant striving for more, we can easily overlook the importance of recognizing and celebrating our accomplishments, no matter how small they may seem. Celebrating our successes not only reinforces the belief that we are enough, but also serves as a powerful motivator, propelling us toward further growth and development. One of the key reasons celebrating achievements is so important is that it helps to counteract the negative self-talk and feelings of inadequacy that many individuals experience. In the pursuit of our goals, it is common to focus on what we have yet to accomplish rather than what we have already achieved. This tendency can lead to feelings of frustration and self-doubt, eroding our confidence. By taking the time to acknowledge our successes, we create a positive feedback loop that reinforces our self-worth and reminds us of our capabilities. This recognition serves as a powerful antidote to negative thoughts, helping us shift our focus from what is lacking to what has been accomplished. Recognizing achievements also allows us to reflect on our personal growth and the effort we have invested in reaching our goals. When we celebrate our successes, we give ourselves permission to pause and appreciate the journey we have taken. This reflection can help us identify the skills we have developed, the challenges we have overcome, and the lessons we have learned along the way. For example, someone who has recently completed a challenging project at work may take a moment to reflect on the hard work and dedication required to finish it. Acknowledging the effort that went into that success reinforces the belief that they are capable of tackling future challenges. Celebrating achievements enhances our motivation to pursue new goals. When we recognize and celebrate our successes, we create a sense of momentum that propels us forward. This positive reinforcement encourages us to continue striving for more, fueling our desire to take on new challenges and push our limits. For instance, an athlete who acknowledges their progress in training may feel more motivated to set new performance goals, knowing that their efforts have led to tangible improvements.
Celebrating past successes serves as a reminder that hard work pays off, fostering a growth mindset that embraces future challenges.
To effectively celebrate achievements, it is important to develop a habit of recognition. This can be as simple as keeping a journal to document our accomplishments, no matter how minor they may seem. Writing down our successes allows us to create a tangible record of our progress that we can revisit whenever self-doubt creeps in. Additionally, sharing our achievements with friends, family, or colleagues can enhance the celebratory experience. When we share our successes with others, we not only reinforce our own self-worth, but also invite others to join in our celebration, creating a supportive community that uplifts and encourages one another. Another effective way to celebrate achievements is by setting milestones and rewarding ourselves for reaching them. For instance, if we have a long-term goal, we can break it down into smaller, manageable milestones. Upon reaching each milestone, we can treat ourselves to something special, whether it's a small indulgence, a day off, or a fun outing. This practice creates a sense of accomplishment at every stage of the journey and reinforces the idea that every step forward deserves recognition. By linking celebrations to specific achievements, we create a culture of positivity and acknowledgement in our lives. It is also essential to be mindful of the way we celebrate our achievements. The celebration should be meaningful and resonate with us personally. This could involve reflecting on our accomplishments through meditation, creating a vision board, or participating in activities that bring us joy. The key is to find celebration practices that feel authentic and rewarding, ensuring that the act of recognition itself becomes a source of fulfillment. Celebrations can range from the private, such as treating ourselves to a favorite meal, to the communal, like hosting a gathering with friends and family to share our successes. Moreover, celebrating achievements can have a profound impact on our mental health and overall well-being. When we take the time to recognize and appreciate our successes, we create a positive mindset that fosters gratitude and happiness. This practice can reduce feelings of anxiety and stress, promoting a sense of contentment and fulfillment. Engaging in regular celebrations creates a habit of positivity, reinforcing the belief that we are deserving of success and happiness. This mindset shift can lead to increased resilience, enabling us to navigate challenges with greater ease and confidence. Celebrating achievements encourages us to cultivate a culture of recognition in our environments, whether at work, home, or within our social circles. When we model the practice of celebrating our successes, we inspire others to do the same. This can foster a supportive environment where everyone feels valued and acknowledged for their contributions. In the workplace, for example, recognizing team members for their hard work and accomplishments can lead to a more positive and collaborative atmosphere, enhancing morale and productivity. It is important to recognize that celebrating achievements is not a one-time event, but a continuous practice. Life is filled with ups and downs, and maintaining a habit of recognition can help us navigate challenges with grace. Regularly taking stock of our accomplishments allows us to stay grounded in our capabilities and reminds us of the progress we have made, even during difficult times. This ongoing recognition reinforces our sense of self-worth, making it easier to confront setbacks with resilience and determination. Celebrating achievements is a powerful practice that reinforces our sense of self-worth and reminds us that we are enough. By recognizing our successes, reflecting on our growth, and fostering a culture of celebration, we can cultivate a positive mindset that empowers us to pursue our goals with confidence and determination. Each celebration serves as a reminder that we are capable of achieving greatness and deserving of recognition for our hard work and dedication. As we continue to celebrate our achievements, we create a path toward personal fulfillment, resilience, and the unwavering belief that we are enough just as we are. Once we identify our limits, it is important to communicate them clearly to others. This communication may be challenging, especially if we fear how others will react. However, being transparent about our boundaries fosters understanding and respect in our relationships. When we articulate our needs, we set the tone for how others should treat us. It is crucial to remember that setting boundaries is a healthy practice and should be approached with confidence and clarity. Using our statements can be an effective way to communicate our needs without sounding accusatory. For example, saying, "I feel overwhelmed when I take on too many tasks at once," conveys our feelings without placing blame on others. Another significant component of setting boundaries is learning to disengage from toxic relationships. Sometimes we may find ourselves surrounded by individuals who drain our energy or negatively impact our self-esteem. It is essential to evaluate our relationships and consider whether they contribute positively to our lives. Setting boundaries in these situations may involve limiting interactions, reducing emotional investment, or in some cases ending the relationship altogether. While this process can be difficult, prioritizing our mental and emotional health is paramount. Surrounding ourselves with supportive and uplifting individuals fosters a positive environment where we can thrive and feel valued. Establishing time boundaries is crucial for maintaining a healthy work-life balance. In an era where work often spills into personal time, it can be challenging to carve out moments for ourselves. Setting specific work hours and sticking to them can help create a clear distinction between work and personal life. This boundary ensures that we allocate time for relaxation, hobbies, and self-care, which are vital for our overall well-being. Communicating these boundaries to colleagues and supervisors reinforces our commitment to work-life balance and encourages a culture of respect for personal time. Self-care is an integral part of maintaining boundaries. Prioritizing activities that recharge and rejuvenate us is essential for sustaining our energy and well-being. Engaging in hobbies, practicing mindfulness, exercising, or spending time in nature can significantly impact our mental and emotional health. By allocating time for self-care, we reinforce the importance of our needs and prioritize our well-being. This commitment to self-care not only protects our energy but also empowers us to show up as our best selves in all areas of life. Another important aspect of boundary setting is recognizing the importance of flexibility. While establishing boundaries is vital, it's also essential to remain adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances may arise that require us to adjust our boundaries temporarily. This flexibility allows us to navigate challenges without compromising our core values and well-being. It's crucial to assess situations and determine when it's appropriate to make exceptions while still maintaining the integrity of our boundaries. Practicing self-compassion is essential in the boundary setting process. We may encounter setbacks or feel guilty for prioritizing our needs over others. It's important to acknowledge that it's okay to make mistakes and that self-care is not selfish. It's not selfish. Practicing self-compassion allows us to navigate the challenges of boundary setting with kindness and understanding toward ourselves. By treating ourselves with the same compassion we extend to others, we reinforce the belief that we deserve to prioritize our well-being. Setting boundaries is a crucial aspect of protecting our time, energy, and emotional well-being. By learning to say no, identifying our limits, communicating clearly, disengaging from toxic relationships, establishing time boundaries, prioritizing self-care, remaining flexible, and practicing self-compassion, we can create a healthier and more fulfilling life. Setting boundaries empowers us to act like we are enough, fostering a greater sense of self-worth and enabling us to live authentically. By taking control of our lives and prioritizing our needs, we can create an environment that nurtures our growth and well-being. Practicing self-compassion is a transformative approach that encourages individuals to treat themselves with kindness, understanding, and support, especially during difficult times. It is an essential practice for recognizing our inherent worth and fostering a positive self-image. Self-compassion involves three core components: self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. By embracing these elements, we can learn to navigate our imperfections and challenges without harsh self-criticism, ultimately enhancing our overall well-being and helping us feel enough. Self-kindness is about treating ourselves with the same warmth and understanding that we would offer to a close friend. When faced with failure, disappointment, or personal flaws, many people default to self-criticism, harsh judgments, or negative self-talk. This critical inner voice often perpetuates feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt, undermining our self-worth. Practicing self-kindness involves recognizing that it's okay to be imperfect and that everyone experiences difficulties. Instead of berating ourselves for making mistakes, we can respond with compassion, saying things like, "It's okay to struggle, I'm doing my best." This shift in perspective allows us to cultivate a more supportive and nurturing relationship with ourselves, fostering resilience in the face of challenges. Common humanity emphasizes the idea that suffering and imperfection are universal experiences shared by all people. When we encounter difficulties, it's easy to feel isolated, as if we are the only ones experiencing such struggles. This feeling of isolation can exacerbate feelings of inadequacy and loneliness. However, recognizing that everyone faces challenges and imperfections can help us feel connected to others. By understanding that our struggles are part of the shared human experience, we can cultivate a sense of belonging and acceptance. This realization encourages us to reach out for support when needed, reminding us that we are not alone in our journey. Mindfulness is the practice of maintaining a balanced awareness of our thoughts and feelings without judgment. It allows us to observe our emotions and experiences without becoming overwhelmed or consumed by them. In the context of self-compassion, mindfulness involves acknowledging our struggles and painful emotions without becoming overly critical or dismissive. For instance, when experiencing self-doubt, instead of ignoring or suppressing those feelings, mindfulness encourages us to acknowledge their presence. "I am feeling insecure right now," and that's okay. This non-judgmental awareness creates space for self-acceptance, allowing us to experience our emotions without getting stuck in negative thought patterns. Cultivating self-compassion begins with recognizing our self-critical tendencies and challenging those thoughts. When we notice negative self-talk, it's essential to pause and reflect on whether we would say the same things to a friend. If the answer is no, we can replace those critical thoughts with more compassionate and understanding ones. This practice may involve creating affirmations or positive statements that resonate with us, reinforcing our worth and abilities. For example, instead of thinking, I'm not good enough, we can remind ourselves, I am doing the best I can. And that is enough. This conscious effort to reframe our internal dialogue is a powerful step toward embracing self-compassion. Another effective strategy for practicing self-compassion is to engage in self-care activities that nourish our minds, bodies, and spirits. Self-care is an integral aspect of self-compassion, as it acknowledges our needs and prioritizes our well-being. This could involve setting aside time for relaxation, pursuing hobbies, engaging in physical activity, or spending time with loved ones. By taking the time to care for ourselves, we signal to our minds that we are worthy of love and attention. Regular self-care practices help reinforce the idea that we are deserving of kindness, fostering a compassionate attitude toward ourselves. Journaling can be a helpful tool for cultivating self-compassion. Writing about our thoughts, feelings, and experiences can provide valuable insight into our patterns of thinking and behavior. When we reflect on our experiences, we can identify moments of self-criticism and explore how we can respond more compassionately. Journaling allows us to process our emotions and articulate our feelings, creating an opportunity for self-discovery and growth. It can be especially beneficial to write letters to ourselves during challenging times, offering words of encouragement, understanding, and support. This practice not only reinforces self-compassion, but also serves as a reminder of our resilience. Surrounding ourselves with supportive individuals can also enhance our ability to practice self-compassion. Engaging with people who encourage and uplift us fosters an environment where we can thrive. These connections remind us of our worth and validate our experiences, reinforcing the belief that we are deserving of kindness. In contrast, distancing ourselves from toxic relationships that perpetuate negativity and self-doubt is crucial for cultivating a compassionate mindset. Building a supportive network creates a safe space where we can express ourselves openly and practice self-compassion without fear of judgment.
Mindfulness meditation can further enhance our ability to practice self-compassion. This practice encourages us to cultivate awareness of our thoughts and feelings while fostering a sense of acceptance.
Mindfulness meditation techniques such as loving kindness meditation involve repeating phrases of kindness and compassion towards ourselves and others. This practice can help us develop a greater sense of empathy and compassion, both for ourselves and for those around us. By integrating mindfulness into our daily routines, we can create a more compassionate mindset and foster emotional resilience.